Hey, what's up guys? So we're going to have a special guest today for this OCG versus TCG artwork, so you can see the difference between OCG and TCG artworks. I personally don't have any of these OCG cards, so special thanks to Inevitable Saiyan for providing this video for me to show you guys the difference between OCG and TCG, because there's a lot of difference in the artworks. So if you guys want to check out his channel, there'll be a link down below that you can check out. But thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Hey guys, the Inevitable Saiyan here, and I am on Asian Eyes White Dragon's channel. I wanted to thank him for that. He's a really cool guy, and just, it's really awesome that he let me do this, man. So, let's get right into the topic of this video. The topic for today is card alterations, and if you guys don't know what I mean by that, it's simply the original artworks that were in Japan, mostly Japanese cards. Sometimes they also have them in Korean, that were altered or had to be changed when they came to America in the TCG prints. I basically just wanted to show you guys my stash of stuff that I had, that I didn't even know I had half this stuff until he brought some of this up to me. But yeah, I'm going to basically show you guys with comparisons for most of the stuff, the different alterations for cards from Japan to America. Now, before I start, there are three major reasons that a card would be altered coming from Japan to America, and that is from religious reasons, sexual reasons, or weaponry reasons. And I'm going to get right into that in these specific parts. So let's start with religion. Basically, they say that you can't have any sort of thing that symbolizes the devil or heaven, some sort of religion like that, like Christianity, crosses, halos. That's all forbidden. So that kind of goes into this. First of all, this is the Japanese Ultimate Exodia head, and this is the English LOB Exodia head. As you can see, the difference in this, unfortunately, I don't have a whole Japanese set to show you guys, but you know what the English set looks like, and you can look up a lot of this stuff if you don't know what I'm talking about. But in the background of the Exodia set, when you put all five together, the spellbinding circle is in the back of the English Exodia set, whereas in this one, there's a pentagram going through the sides, and the pentagram is like the devil's symbol, all that stuff, whatever they call it. And as you can see, this one has the spellbinding circle, this one doesn't. So Exodia was obviously a really major thing in terms of the pentagram. That was a big no-no. This one, we have the original super Japanese Solemn Judgment, and this is the common one. The only real difference in this one is you can see in the original Japanese artwork, this lady in the background has a halo over her head, whereas in this one she doesn't, as you can see. Halo right here, no halo. So, like I said, halos are completely off limits when it comes to religion. It's too big of a deal. This one is very hard to see. I'm sorry, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to get it, but you can look it up too. But in the original super Japanese artwork of Toon Table of Contents, they have these words in the book, and it says demon, God, and then it has 666 right here, for the devil, 666. In this one, they replaced demon to, I think, giant. Is that what it says? Giant? Yeah, giant. And then they replaced God with rat, and then they replaced 666 with 721. So that one's really hard to see. You really got to zoom up on it, but trust me, it's there. Again, 666, devil, God, just certain words they can't have in there. This one's fairly simple. The original Japanese Magic Jammer has a pentagram where the fumes are coming out, and then this one they obviously had to take the pentagram out, so it's just like some sort of circle thing. So Magic Jammer is pretty easy to see. And again, some of these are really small. This one is like the most apparent, probably, that I'd say that I have. Spellbinding Circle, it's just a huge pentagram in the original Japanese one, so they had to obviously change that to some sort of, they made it a Spellbinding Circle. So same thing with the Exodia thing, they just took out the pentagram and made him behind the Spellbinding Circle. So that one's pretty simple to see. This one kind of caught me off guard. I was kind of surprised by this. It's really cool. I have a super Japanese Call of the Hive right here, and this one's the Ultra. As you can see in this one, the tombstones are, crosses and stuff like that, whereas in this one they changed them all to round tombstones. So, obviously, like I said, you can't have any sort of cross or something that symbolizes the, rising to heaven or something like that in a grave. So, Call of the Haunted is pretty cool. I thought that was nice. This one's another one of the most apparent ones. Everybody knows, the original Japanese Monster Reborn. It just looks completely different. This is like some sort of symbol for resurrection or reincarnation in Christianity or something like that. So they obviously had to replace that because that's too religious. So they changed it to, whatever that looks like. So that's the end of the religion one I have so far with comparisons. Now we're going to move on to sex. I basically just have two clear examples of something that's just too revealing for a children's card game in America. As you can see with this Super Japanese Dark Magician Girl, no, actually there's more. There's actually other reasons to this too. I'm trying to zoom in here. You know, as you can see, pretty revealing. And then in this one, they basically just took her boobs away. There's no really better way to say it. Just going to show you right there again. You know, as you can see, pretty prominent boobs, and then pretty nothing boobs. And then another thing, this is actually really hard to see, but right here, this little talisman or whatever, little circle in between there, it's actually a pentagram symbol, and then they replaced it with like some jewel in that one. Same thing, so Dark Magician Girl is kind of a double thing. It's too revealing and it's too pentagrammy. Same thing with this one. You can see it much better in this version of Dark Magician Girl. Like I said, much more revealing, and then they took that away a little bit. You know, it's so much cleavage. They didn't like that, and then you can really see right here. There's the pentagram, and then there's the jewel. So Dark Magician Girl is a no-no. And then the last aspect is weaponry. So I have a couple examples right here. Here's the original XZ tank cannon. Sorry, Japanese. As you can see, apparently what they said with this one was the guns just looked too realistic. It looked too harmful. So as you can see, the guns right there, so they altered it in this one to make them just look more cartoony. As you can see, you know, it looks like big barrels coming out of there. In this one, it just kind of looks like these cartoon shock blasters or something. So they did that with all of those, you know, XZ, XY tank cannon things. The only one that I have another comparison for is, actually I don't have a comparison for that one. I have this one right here, which is I don't even have this one. What am I looking at? Oh, sorry, I guess I don't have comparisons for those either. But you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not sure if you look up the English ones. The guns just look too much like actual guns. Big barrels, you know, they have to make them look cartoony. So I'm sorry about that. I don't have comparisons for those. Got a couple more going on here because we're at pretty much the final stretch of the video. The Legendary Fisherman, in the original Japanese artwork, they have some sort of harpoon, you know, just a harpoon, a guy that hunts whales. And then in the original English one, they changed it to some sort of ritual orb stick. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what it is. I think I read up that it's some sort of like tribal hunting thing. But yeah, they changed it from a harpoon to that because apparently that's too dangerous, which I found that kind of a bit of a stretch compared to the, you know, the Dark Magician Girl and stuff like that. But the last one I have comparisons for is Ring of Destruction, which is also one of the major ones. It's pretty easy to see. In the original Japanese artwork, the ring was surrounded by grenades, but apparently they thought that was too violent and considered too much weaponry, so they replaced the grenades with like beads of fire. So I have a couple more for you guys, which I don't have comparisons for because I'm unable to find the cards right now, but you can look them up on Google, or you can look them up yourself if you don't have the English artwork yourself. In this one, it's another thing with violence. Apparently, on their breastplates, they have spikes, which on the original English artwork they took out because that symbolized weaponry too much with Harpy Lady's sisters. Marie the Fallen one just looks too much like some sort of, you know, devil, angel kind of thing, whatever you call it, devil recruiter. She has horns. I believe they took those out, and you know, they just made her less devil-looking, demon-looking. Dark Magic Curtain, like I said, it's kind of hard to see, but it's got a pentagram right there, and they replaced it with an orb in the original English one. So that's Dark Magic Curtain. This one, you're not even going to be able to see, but there's this little tiny thing on dedication between light and darkness, and it's called like a penta stick, penta something. It's not a pentagram, it's like a smaller bead version of that, like that's what the word means, but they took that out and replaced that with an orb. You can look that up. Foolish Burial, Ultra Japanese, is pretty easy. You know, they took the cross out and replaced it with a tombstone. Same kind of structure with Call of the Haunted. And then lastly, on what's it called, Guardian Angel Joanne, they just took the halo off on the English work. So those are my original Japanese altered art cards, whatever you want to say, guys. They're things, and I tried to show you as many comparisons as possible, but unfortunately that last stretch of cards, I didn't have you know, that many to show. But again, thanks Asian Eyes for putting me in your channel. Make sure you check out my channel, guys. I upload a video every day. Come see more of this stuff, and hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.